Okay, this is CFIN6, Chapter 2, Problem 20. North-South Airlines generated the following information from its financial statements. P/E ratio equal to 15.0. Common stock market price per share is $30. Fixed asset turnover equals 8. Current ratio equals 5. Current liabilities equal $300,000. Net profit margin equals 4%. 60,000 shares of common stock are outstanding. What are North-South's return on assets and total assets turnover? So this one is probably one of the, if not probably, is one, if not the most involved problem on this in this chapter. So I find it helpful to write out what I know. So it's asking me for ROA. So that's net income divided by total assets. From DuPont analysis, it's also net profit margin times total asset turnover. So the first thing we can do is we can use the P/E ratio to calculate net income. Whoops. Here. Net income. Okay. So PE is equal to price divided by earnings per share. Okay, so we come over here, we know that the PE is 15, the price is 30, the earnings, so 15 is equal to 30 divided by the earnings per share. I'm short on space here, so earnings per share is equal to 30 divided by 15, or 2. So that means our net income is just earnings per share multiplied by the number of shares. So that is 2 times the 60,000 shares outstanding, which is, so our net income is $120,000. So we can use our net profit margin. So 2 net profit margin to calculate, to see calculate sales. So net profit margin is equal to net income divided by sales. So it's an arrow. So net profit margin up here is 4%, 0.04 is equal to 120,000 divided by sales. So sales is equal to 120,000 divided by 0.04, which is 3 million. So next we're going to we'll see if I can got enough room to write here. It's not cooperating. I'm just going to go to the next page here. So 3, we're going to use fixed asset turnover, FAT, to calculate net fixed assets. So fixed asset turnover is sales divided by net fixed assets. So we know that fixed asset turnover is 8. We also know that our sales are 3 million. So our net fixed assets, oops. So net fixed assets is equal to 3 million divided by 8, which is $375,000. Now we're going to use our current ratio. Or use current ratio to calculate current assets. So our current ratio, current assets minus current liabilities. So the current ratio, whoops, is 5. We're trying to figure out what our current assets are, and current liabilities are $300,000. So current assets are equal to 5 times $300,000. So that's some current assets of $1.5 million. So our total assets is net fixed assets plus current assets, which is $375,000 for net fixed assets plus our $1.5 million, and that's $1,875,000. So now we have the information that we need first to calculate return on asset. So that's net income divided by total assets. So our net income was $120,000. Our total assets is right here, $1,875,000. So that is 0.064 or 6.4%. So B is total asset turnover, and that is sales divided by total assets. So that is 3 million. Oops. Divided by our $1,875,000. which gives us total asset turnover of 1.6.